What's happening, guys? This is Nagpal and welcome to our next guide, which is 20,000 rupees to 30,000 rupees for your smartphones. Now Christmas time is already over for us and I'm hoping that it's not for you guys because you still should be enjoying. We're back to work, but you should be taking a break and enjoying yourself. This is our guide if you want to spend some money in the 20 to 30,000 price bracket and get some phones. This is our recommendation as always. In the previous videos I've been telling you guys that these are our recommendations and you can have your own choices. So if you do have anything that you feel should fit into this price bracket, leave it in the comment section below for others to see. But these are our recommendations and these are what we feel should fit into this price bracket. So let's begin. We'll start off with last year's Nexus 4. Now this is a Google product, so automatically you get the latest version of Android. So it's already running Android 4.4 KitKat. It's available for around 24,000 rupees. It has a 4.7 inch 1280 by 768 pixel display, a Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro quad-core chipset with 1.5 GHz on the clock. Google or LG has sort of underclocked it a little bit to ensure that it doesn't heat up, but people have rooted it and gotten by with this underclocking. They've overclocked it and they made it work really well. It also has a decent 8 megapixel camera that does great photography, but the fact that you get the latest version of Android, and it was one of the best phones available in the smartphone segment earlier on in this year and last year as well. So the Google or the LG Google Nexus 4 is our first recommendation in the 20 to 30,000 price bracket. Now the next phone that we're going to recommend is obviously going to be the Nexus 5. Available for 28,000 rupees. There's another version that comes in the 30,000 rupee price bracket, but the one which I'm talking about is the 16 GB variant. You get the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 800. You get 2 GB of RAM and you get 16 GB of storage. You also have a brilliant 5-inch Full HD display, a nice 8 megapixel camera at the back, and impressive build quality. We've already done a review of the Nexus 5 and you can hit on that on our channel on iGyaan. But the fact is that the Nexus 5 is one of the best phones that you can get in this price bracket. It's really fast and fluid. It runs the latest version of Android and it's the way Android was supposed to be. So it's unadulterated. You can of course skin it and customize it in your own way. You also get this really nifty feature that you can speak to your phone. If the screen is on, you can say, okay Google, and search for things or do things via Google Now. So it's impressively nicely built in terms of build quality. It also has a great UI and ecosystem from Google. The only thing that lets it down a little bit is availability of service and support in India, but I think LG and Google are working that out and we should be beyond that really soon. So the Google Nexus 5, again, a really nice recommendation in this price bracket. Now, most people would say that BlackBerry has essentially failed at delivering smartphones and getting back into the market. They're losing money fast and they were already up for sale sometime this year. But for those who love the BlackBerry ecosystem, they really can't let go of it. So the BlackBerry Z10 or the Z10, however you like to pronounce it, actually comes in this price bracket. So it sort of failed when it was launched for about 44,000 rupees, but now it's available for 24,000 rupees. And it seems to be a great overall package. Now the Z10 has a S4 processor which has a dual core 1.5 GHz chipset on the inside. You also get 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage, an 8 megapixel camera at the back, a 2 megapixel camera in the front. Overall a great product from BlackBerry. You get BlackBerry 10 ecosystems, you have a lot more new apps, you also have their new multitasking features. So great little add-ons in terms of the BlackBerry ecosystem. You get the latest version of BlackBerry and they will continue to support it for another year as well. So at that price, it seems like a great product. A lot of people went out and bought it. It's got great build quality and it's fairly portable and nice to use. So if you like BlackBerry, you should definitely try the BlackBerry Z10 for a price of 24,000 rupees. It's a fairly good purchase. The next one we're going to talk about is the Nokia Lumia 925. Now this has been built on the Nokia Lumia 920, which is a fairly fantastic phone with a polycarbonate shell. The Nokia Lumia 925 comes with a metallic frame, a price of 29,900 rupees, but you get the same sort of features. So you have an impressive AMOLED clear black display with a resolution of 1280 by 768. You also get an impressive camera at the back, as well as Windows 8, which is one of the fastest, most fluid ecosystems or the user interfaces when it comes to mobile operating systems. You also get a lot of Nokia features on Windows 8 as well. So you get Nokia Maps, Nokia Music, Nokia Radio. A lot of Nokia stuff that has been built onto it works really, really well. So the Nokia Lumia 925 becomes a great purchase in this price bracket if you like Nokia devices, if you like Windows Phone 8, or if you want to give Windows Phone 8 a try. It's definitely one of the best phones that you can get in this price bracket. Also, Nokia service and support is still stellar in India, so you can't go wrong with that. Now LG's G Pro or the Optimus G Pro is also a great phone in this price bracket. Comes at around 26 to 28,000 rupees depending on where you're buying it from, and there are several deals online as well when you're searching for it. It has a slightly smaller Snapdragon 600 processor, but the screen and the overall phone more than makes up for it. You also get the Optimus UI with added benefits, so in case you want a preloaded phone with a lot of features, the Optimus UI should work for you. You also have an impressive 13 megapixel camera at the back, which works really well. You have really great low light capture on that camera. So overall, a great product from LG. Again, it's LG's entrant in this price bracket, so we definitely feel that you should give it a look. So the G Pro is also the only phone in our list which has a infrared sensor in it. So in case you're looking for something that can control your television and your stereo and all those things, it can even control an air conditioner. So if you want something that can do that, the G Pro could be that option for you. Another phone that has been launched just a couple of days back is the E7, the Gionee E7. Now, a lot of people have been saying that the phone hasn't reached the market. Well, the E7 has at least been launched. The Motorola G, we don't even know if it's coming to India. There is still speculation. They've said that it will, so we don't know if it will or not. So that's why we didn't mention it in the under 20,000 or the under 15,000 price bracket, because A, we're not sure of the price, and B, we're not sure that it's ever going to come to India. Well, the E7 has been launched and it's going to be available next week. This phone has a Snapdragon 800 processor with two options, 2.2 GHz on the clock or 2.5 GHz on the clock. Both these options are under 30,000 rupees. So one is for 26,999 and the other is for 29,999. And the lower option gets 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage, while as the other option, or the bigger option, gets 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of storage. Gionee E7 also has a 5.5-inch Full HD 1080p display with a Gorilla Glass 3 front. So you also have a polycarbonate shell in the back. So a unibody design, 16 or 32 GB capacity options, 2 GB or 3 GB storage options. One of the best features about the device is also the camera at the back, which is a 16 megapixel camera with a 1.34 micron pixel size, which is fairly impressive. You also have a 1/2.3 inch sensor which will capture the light. So overall an impressive camera. You also have a front facing 8 megapixel camera with a 1.4 micron pixel size. So it is an impressive camera for the front, an impressive camera for the back. Great overall product. We went hands-on with it. It's fairly impressive. But again, we'll be doing a full review. We thought that it was worth a mention. If you guys want to consider this product, it's going to be available in the market next month. Both these options under 30,000 rupees. So that's our list, guys. A lot of other phones were left out, especially Samsung phones were left out in this price bracket. The Mega 5.8 and 6.3, also the Grand Duos 2. We also left out the Optimus G. The Galaxy S3 is also available in this price bracket, and of course you can also get the iPhone 4S if you look around for it. The iPhone 4S is possibly another option if you want to jump into iOS. It's a great phone. It still works on iOS 7. You get the latest features. It's very fast, very fluid. You get iCloud support. Fantastic phone. One of the best cameras again available out there. So the 4S is one option that we definitely think is worth a mention. But none of the Samsung phones we feel fit into this price bracket really well, and you can actually avoid going for a Samsung product in this price bracket for the time being. So a lot of devices were left out in this price bracket, but we feel that the iPhone 4S is a good option. We don't feel that any of the Samsung devices are good options in this price bracket. So you can decide again if you think that any phone fits into this price bracket. Leave that in the comment section below. As always, guys, we are also still giving away the Nexus 5 and it's going on. I think about 5 days of the contest are still left. So take part in the Nexus 5 giveaway. You stand a chance to win a Nexus 5, a spanking new white Nexus 5 32 GB. But that's all for today and that's all for this video, guys. We'll be back with more guides as always. Thank you for watching. Visit all the details on iGyaan.in. Catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaan. For iGyaan Networks, we'll be